Welcome to the Three Geeks Network. My name is Jay, joined by Philip and Dan tonight. Mike had a gig this evening, and Max is actually seeing Ex
Ex
Machina.
Machina. Yep.
Machina, thank you.
Machina.
At the theaters, we got some screen passes, and Max and Amit will be reviewing that for this channel this week sometime. Um, there is a lot to discuss. Welcome to Geek Newscast episode 24, and I mean, the biggest thing from this weekend is trailers. So many trailers. We had not a Transformer, sorry, that's later in this cast. We had a Terminator trailer, the new Fantastic Four trailer, the new Star Wars trailer, another Avengers trailer. We had an Ant-Man trailer, which I think we've already discussed. Batman v Superman. So let's
Lost World.
just get into this conversation. Before we started the podcast, we were discussing Terminator, so we'll start with that one. How do you guys feel about the twist? And I mean, I almost thought the trailer was almost kind of campy, like some of the throwback one-liners. It's almost something you would see out of an Expendables film, not a Terminator film. I mean, is this what this franchise is going to become? Dan?
I think it could become better than Terminator Salvation. If you let the twist out in the trailer, if that's going to be the main twist of the movie, then at least it won't, try and hide it from you for like the first hour of the film and think it's smart, which it wasn't. um, as far as the trailer, I'm cool with it. I would I am more prone to see this movie now after trailer 2 than I was after trailer 1. I mean, you see John Connor like doing his weird melty thing. I want to see that.
Philip?
Um, so, my perspective between both trailers, did it really change? No, it stayed about the same, to be honest. What did catch me off guard is that they would reveal a twist like that in the trailer. But whatever. We'll see how it goes. I mean, as from my perspective, Salvation was okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but I haven't liked really a Terminator movie since 2. So, so I'm probably not the best judge. Here, at least they're going a different direction. I actually kind of like who they have playing. Oh good gosh, now I can't even think of her name in the movie. Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
I like who they have playing Emilia Clarke as Sarah Connor. I think that'll actually be interesting. The guy who's playing John Reese, we'll have to see. And I actually like the silliness, Jason. I will say it's a little bit campy where they have Arnold finding Arnold. I think that'll actually be fun. I mean, I think that's actually what caught my attention in the first one, and it kept my attention. I think the CG that they're doing with the John Connor looks really good. I would like to see that in action, so I'm kind of excited for that piece. But otherwise, I'm about the same. It's eh.
I want it to be good more than anybody else. So here's another one. So Fantastic Four was a movie I absolutely was not looking forward to. And then the first trailer, that's interesting. Well, before the first trailer, the cast. The cast of this movie is one of the things that kind of piqued my interest. And then you see the first trailer and you're like, okay, this could be something. And then trailer 2 I thought was awesome. Like, it was awesome. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be dark. All the worries that you hear in the media about this film, in my opinion, with the second trailer, they shut a lot of people up. Philip, what are your thoughts on the second Fantastic Four trailer?
So I was iffy on the first one. I didn't really know what they were going with. I thought there were some interesting moments, but I was like you, Jason. I was not in the book. I mean, I saw all the actors they'd been getting and the actresses and the names and everyone associated with it, and I was like, okay, that's good, but that doesn't mean it'll be a good movie. I've seen that in other movies. But this one actually intrigued me. I actually think they're going to take the sci-fi element seriously enough, and I actually think it's going to be an interesting movie. I'm kind of excited for it, I have to be honest. Other than that, I mean, we'll have to see. I know a lot of people are upset that there's not going to be very much comedy in it, but I guess we'll have to see. I do like how serious they're taking Reed Richards as a very smart person. I like the genius level intellect that he's supposed to be. So I think that'll be kind of cool. And the fact that they're exploring a lot of different I like the science fiction elements. That's actually what I think I'm looking forward to the most, because I think it's the most interesting science fiction movie coming out this summer, to be honest.
I agree. Dan?
The second trailer looks better than the first one did. Again, um, I like that they have like instead of like whatever the first movie was, it's like they've figured out transdimensional travel, um, and then dude catches on fire on the table. I mean that's sweet, but again, as I know, it's me with people catching on fire. I don't. It's just a thing I have. but but it's another origin story, and it's gonna be relatively close to the first Fantastic Four, I would guess. I do like that little snippet you saw of Doctor Doom. That looked much sweeter than the stupid helmet from the first movie. Uh, I mean, I'll watch it. I'm just not very into it.
The one thing that excites me so much about this movie is the sci-fi element, the interdimensional travel. It's like they're not pandering to the audience. It's like we're gonna make this movie, and I don't know. I mean, I'm judging it from a 2-minute clip, but from this 2-minute clip, I got a smart sci-fi movie, and I really hope that it is a smart sci-fi movie. And I like how a lot more movies nowadays are not treating us like we're dumb and have to throw a bunch of explanation our way. No, they just expect that we can figure this out on our own and don't pander. And I hope that that's what this movie is, because it looks like that's what it is. Next up, we're going to talk about it. It had 88 million views in 24 hours. The first trailer got us all excited, and the second trailer, I am not a Star Wars guy. I mean, I used to be. We all know my feelings on the prequels, but holy crap. The second trailer made me very excited. I am in. J.J. Abrams, you have my money. You probably have it 10 times. I am super excited about this movie. I heard that when they screened this at Star Wars Celebration, people were crying at the end of the trailer, like emotions from Star Wars fans. That because you watch this trailer and it harkens back to Return of the Jedi with Luke's voiceover. You know what I mean? It's got familiarity with Empire Strikes Back. You know, you get a lot of sense of A New Hope in this trailer, and the prequels are nowhere to be seen. I mean, they brought that BB-8 droid out on stage. It is a real droid. It's not CG. I mean, they're in my opinion, they're doing everything right. The end, you get Han Solo and Chewie, and I mean, even I, as a Star Trek guy, had a little tear welling up in my eye. I'm super excited for this movie. I'm no longer excited for a new J.J. Abrams movie. I am officially on the Star Wars train, and I can't wait for this Star Wars movie. This trailer shows you nothing, but it shows you everything that you want to see. We don't know what the plot is. They don't let you know. I mean, is that Luke's hand? We don't know. Is that Leia's hand? We don't know. I mean, everybody's speculating because of the way the voiceover's cut. But bravo, because you have this trailer getting cut, dissected, analyzed. People are watching it. Star Wars is expected to do $500 million its opening weekend. That was dropped today. That's what analysts are expecting. That is crazy. Dan, how does the second Star Wars trailer make you feel?
Actually, it showed me a lot of what I wanted to see. You see, the broken Star Destroyer in the beginning when you're panning. I didn't even catch that because I was trying to see what the hell it was on the bottom that was driving by. And then I looked up and I go, oh damn, that's a broken Star Destroyer. Nice. I mean, you see a whole lot of broken shit in the beginning, like after the rebellion. You see a bunch of dudes, picking up stuff and giving each other a hand, and that's cool. And then you get TIE fighters. I like TIE fighters. and from there, I was sold. I mean, I'll see it opening day. It looks nice. You see somebody swinging that weird ass lightsaber that everybody either really likes or really doesn't like. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I'm on board.
If you're watching us live, I notice we have a bunch of viewers. You can message us on Facebook, YouTube, or even in the Gmail Q&A, and we will address you and talk back. Philip, you are, with Max not here, you are our resident Star Wars guy. How did this trailer make you feel?
Super excited. I mean, I'm completely stoked for this new movie. I looking at the trailer, it answers a lot of questions. It provides me enough information to say this is going to be. I suspected as much when I saw a lot of the talk, because J.J. Abrams doesn't really just talk for the sake of talk to sell people. He's not Michael Bay, who's going to say, yeah, I'm going to do these things, and then just go, nope, I'm going to make some money. J.J. Abrams tries to get on, I would say, the nerd side. And so I had a feeling it was going to be this, and all the little bits and pieces, like I saw the BB-8 droid. That thing looks awesome. I can't believe that they actually managed to do that, and they actually, supposedly, the big rumor is you're going to be able to buy one of those that'll actually be like a little remote control. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm kind of excited to see what this is going to look like. What got me even more excited was the idea that we're going to see they're going to tie in certain ways the video game that they're releasing, Battlefront, into explaining the narrative in between this and the last movie. So that's going to be kind of cool. So, because like we learned, I don't know if they said it in the trailer per se, but this is not Tatooine. This is a new planet that they're on with the sand and everything. And to me, that's awesome. That's a new piece. That's something I've been looking for. I mean, as much as I didn't like the prequels, they at least explored new areas. So that was kind of cool. And that's what got me excited about this, is they're going to go further. And again, not much story. We have no idea what's going on. I love this. I love everything they set up and all the things they make you think. We'll find out later what's actually true.
The name of the new planet is Jakku.
Yep.
I watched Celebration pretty much from start to finish. I streamed it in my living room. Yes, I am that nerd. It was awesome. I had no idea they were streaming it on YouTube, but they did, and they did not disappoint. Moving on to the next big trailer. So first, it got leaked. And keeping up with the same thing kind of Marvel did, but DC waited a little bit longer. They waited 2 days. DC finally was like, all right, you guys can have this trailer early, and they dropped Batman v Superman. And I've heard a lot of mixed things. I know Max wasn't a huge fan, wasn't completely sold, but the end when Batman asked Superman, "Do you bleed?" in that awesome Bat voice, I thought it was awesome, and I like Jesse Eisenberg's voiceover. Dan, what are your thoughts?
I think it's a good trailer. I don't know if it means the movie's going to be good. You got the voiceover, but all you see is like a graffitied statue of Superman, and then people are like, "Go home, Superman," and Superman looks all sad, and then you got Ben Affleck standing out in the street looking up, and then Batman shows up and has one line, and that's the end of the trailer. I don't know. I mean, everything looks cool. I mean, everything's shiny. I like the neat little lights on the bat suit when he's talking. That's cool, but I don't know if it bodes a good movie.
Well, what everybody is like, everybody on the internet. I don't know Max's thoughts. We didn't really get into it a whole lot, and I'm sure he'll tell us next week. But this movie's still a year away, so the fact that we got this much is pretty unbelievable. But yeah, I get it. There's a lot of hype surrounding this movie, and in some cases, I guess it was a little underwhelming. But Philip, what are your thoughts?
So it intrigued me. I agree with you, Dan. We don't know what the actual end result's going to be. We'll have to wait and see. But it excited me, the idea of where they're going, the fact that there is something going on, whether it's organic or not, whether it's Lex Luthor or something else causing people to dislike Superman, the concept behind him. To me, that part intrigued me a lot. I was like, okay, cool, this is going to be kind of different than what I just envisioned that they were going to go. I figured it was just going to be Batman going on some sort of investigation based on what happened and everything. And to me, I think the bigger mystery, and I think for what the... Okay, let me stop. Right now, it's an interesting trailer for what it is. It's a teaser. I'm intrigued by it. However, it didn't answer a bunch of other questions, which is probably where Dan is and probably where Max is in this regard, of how in the world is this the beginning of the Justice League movie with this trailer? Because with this trailer, this movie by itself would be amazing. But that's the piece that got me a little bit nervous, is I was like, there's supposed to be the dawn of the Justice League. I can kind of see how you can just throw some people in it for 10 minutes each. I just don't know how you tie in Wonder Woman. Like, Aquaman, that's pretty darn easy. All the shit that happened in the ocean, he's pissed, you have a scene, he's angry, you move on.
I'm pretty sure Jason Momoa's name isn't even on the poster credits, so they may not be a big factor. I know
Well, she's
Gal
supposed to be
Gadot
Gal Gadot.
is, yeah, her name is in the credits, so I think she's really going to be the only one we see for
I
more
hope
than a quick
I
cameo.
still don't even know how they're going to do that, but go ahead.
But I mean, that's all I got. Anybody have anything else to add? All
I
right,
mean,
Philip, take us into the next trailer, Jurassic World. What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, Jurassic World. So the first trailer I kind of had hopes that it might go all the way back to Jurassic Park and kind of get that tension thriller feel. This trailer kind of cemented no. It's going to be a little bit more like the sequels, a little better than the other sequels, at least so far. It'll at least be a fun action vehicle, so I'm excited for that piece. And it'll be a fun summer movie. That's the way I'm viewing it right now from the trailers. I don't necessarily think there's going to be much of an interesting plot, considering it seems to be Chris Pratt's character is playing, what, 3 different characters from the first one, essentially. The Malcolm the scientist, the guy I can't even remember his name at the beginning, who was the raptor trainer, and then as well as, well, not really a paleontologist, but kind of a little bit of his character. So they haven't shown me anything to really say something else is interesting. I do like the concept that the dinosaur is going to be extremely aggressive, and it's just kind of having fun and toying with things to include other dinosaurs. But again, we'll have to wait and see.
Dan?
I'll watch this, and I want it to be like the first Jurassic Park, but I'm watching this trailer, all right. and you've got these dinosaurs on like the shore, and you got people like rowing down the thing, and I'm like, really, people, you really need to make, some kind of uber dinosaur to kill these people? They're just like sitting there. They're rolling these, I don't know, giant balls around these, giant things. They're like stomping around. It's like, it looks like a horrible death trap. and they bring in, we made this dinosaur bigger and faster, and it jumps, I don't know, 40 feet. It's like, do you really need that to kill these people? And I still think the kids are going to ruin it, because they always try to get you to see, like, through the eyes of a child and the wonderment of the thing, and then you end up during the action scenes, the kids drop kicking the raptor. It's just, I don't know. I'll watch it. I probably will not be happy, but I'll watch it.
Our buddy Mike, who's usually on our cast with us, put on his Facebook feed that he hopes one of the dinosaurs eats the kid. But
Yeah.
Chris C. writes, the trailer gave me chills and got me excited in a way that I haven't been about a movie in a long time. I'm pretty sure he is talking about Star Wars. And yeah, me too, man. Me too. So Jurassic World, I am actually looking forward to this movie. I enjoyed the second trailer. See, okay, so the first trailer came out, and I thought it was exciting. And then they released a clip of this movie, and it was awful. The acting was horrible. Chris Pratt was his Guardians of the Galaxy character, or his Parks and Rec character. He was Chris Pratt. So I completely was like, all right, I don't know about this movie. And then the second trailer came around, and with my lowered expectations from that clip, I think that's why I thoroughly enjoyed the second trailer, because it restored my hope. I'm not expecting Jurassic Park 1. I am not expecting Jurassic Park 2, hopefully. And the same with Jurassic Park 3. I am hoping for a fun summer movie, maybe some intelligence like the first one had. I kind of hope for that. I mean, when I was younger, Jurassic Park 2 was my favorite, but now that I'm older, I obviously appreciate the first one, and I can't watch the second one. It's horrible. I'd rather watch the third one on repeat than the second one. I don't know why. This third one's more of a like horror flick than the second one is. Anyway, I'm ranting, but yeah, I'm on board for this movie. If it is a summer popcorn flick, then it's a win for me, and I think that at least that's what we're gonna get. And if the dinosaur eats the kid, it's a win for everybody, right?
The one part that really gives me hope is when you see the wide shot of like the main view of the park, and everybody's like running and screaming, because that'll make me go like, "Go dinosaurs, go!" But most likely that'll be like a 3-minute spot before it just goes down to some kid in a warehouse. I don't know.
All right, time for our normal news topics for today. Even you can't escape this talk, but I'm going to start with the one that pisses me off the most. So please indulge me, guys. Transformers is going to be a shared universe. A shared universe with what? I don't know, but it is going to be a shared universe. And Michael Bay said that he will get working on it after he is done directing his current movie, which more or less confirms that Michael Bay is back to direct 5. Now, I get it. You know, when a movie keeps making more money, because Transformers 1 made a bunch of money, Transformers 2 made even more money, Transformers 3 made even more money, and it seems like the worse this franchise gets, the more money it makes. Now, I don't get it. I really don't. I know there's people out there that really like these films, but Michael Bay, just please listen to the fans, because Transformers 4, if it was awesome, could have been a $3 billion movie. I mean, the fact that everybody that I've talked to hates this movie and it still made $1 billion. Think about if it was good. Like seriously, think about that for a second. Because if this franchise was awesome, it would have made a lot more than $1 billion. I mean, the critics hated it. I can't find somebody who will admit to me that they enjoyed this movie. I just don't get it. I love Mark Wahlberg. I thought he was horrible in the fourth one. It's just a bunch of explosions. I just give us some character development, please. Philip, Transformers 4, 5, whatever number 5.
The Transformers shared universe. So
Yeah.
the only way this could be interesting is maybe if they share it with, I don't know, what other Hasbro properties do we got?
G.I. Joe, put the Rock in there fighting
There you
robots.
go.
I will go see that.
Decepticons. I like this.
The Rock makes every franchise better. Sorry,
And then you can also throw Ninja Turtles in there just for equal measure. Then that could be actually hilarious.
You just gave me a brilliant idea. Combine the Furious franchise with the Transformers franchise. These guys are driving cars and they turn into Transformers. I mean, I was a Furious hater. I'm on board since 5. I've enjoyed all of them. Use that. Combine those universes. Let The Rock enter the Transformers universe, because The Rock will make that movie 20% better just by being in it. Sorry, Philip. I meant to interrupt you.
I actually do like that idea, though, because that actually could be kind of fun. They're racing places, and then suddenly the robots are like, crap, we gotta fight. They just throw the people out of the car. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't understand why there's a shared universe. It's not like there's enough narrative in this. I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I mean, is there really a single thread that ties all these movies together besides John Witwicky?
No, he was not in the last one. And,
Yeah,
oh my God! Don't bring Shia LaBeouf's back. It'll just make it worse again. All right, sorry. Continue.
Wasn't he mentioned though? Because that's the whole point of his character.
I don't know.
No,
I fell asleep.
I didn't even bother to watch it. You're a better man than me. Dan, you can go ahead. I'm done.
Actually, guys, the big news is that the Transformers is going to be part of the Marvel Universe.
No, don't let Michael Bay anywhere near my Marvel.
and everything is just going to explode. That's why they didn't show you much of the Fantastic Four trailer, is because it's got Transformers in it, people. Now, I mean, I don't know, combined with Ghostbusters, I mean, that's from what I've heard, the franchise is already going downhill. They don't even have a script yet. I don't know. I don't care. You can make it a shared universe or not. I still won't watch the next one.
Same here.
All right, next up, not a surprise. Not a surprise. Daredevil has been officially renewed for season 2. Now, and something I didn't tell you guys, I was doing research on this, and one of the biggest rumors surrounding season two is that we might meet Miles Morales in Daredevil season two, which is interesting that they would choose this avenue to introduce that character. And if this rumor is true, I mean, it's a year away. They haven't even wrote a script, so this is just speculation, just rumors. But I mean, if this is true, this is a great way to introduce this character. You know, you keep him away from the cinematic universe for now. You don't get in the way of Peter Parker. Like, if it's true, it's awesome. I love this rumor. But the fact that Daredevil is back, I mean, it's coming back for a season two. I don't think any of us didn't expect that. I think we all pretty much are on the same page. Dan, did you finish Daredevil yet?
I did not. I'm on like episode 5.
Oh, I envy you.
Sorry, I just went off and started watching other shit.
I get that. What do you think of the news, though?
I am not surprised at all. I mean, I'm happy where I am in the first season. I'll watch season 2 if it stays that way.
Philip?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I expected it, honestly. And what's more surprising is that they might end up getting a season 2 before Defenders comes out. That actually kind of surprised me, the team up. But other than that, I'm actually looking forward. I like the idea of Miles Morales, but we'll have to see if that would even be logical. I don't know necessarily that it fits in with this universe, unless they're going to go a very dark place for that poor guy. And if that's the case, I don't know how you we'll have to see. This is the bottom line, because to me, I'm still not sure how they're going to transition any of these characters to the big screen. I think it's possible. Anything's possible, but it's how do you merge this dark, gritty world with this maybe at times gritty but somewhat happy world, and how do you reconcile? I don't know. We'll have to see.
But haven't you seen the old Ben Affleck one? I mean, they did that so well.
Anyway, moving on. Galaxy Quest is being worked on as a television series. I can't lie. I'm one of the few people that doesn't get it. I watched the movie and I was mildly entertained, but it wasn't my thing. And Tim Allen is a huge guilty pleasure of mine. I like his movies for the most part. I find entertainment in them. But if you're gonna do this as a TV show, one, you need the original cast. And two, will the original cast come back? I don't know. Philip, your Galaxy Quest. What do you think?
I mean, for sure. I'm trying to think. So they definitely should be able to get Tim Allen back. I mean, he's not.
He's got a successful show right now on ABC.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little out of touch then. So then maybe not. Oh, interesting. So I don't know. I was never a big fan of that movie. It was okay for what it was. I haven't really been able to rewatch it as I've gotten older. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, if they can't, I don't know. To me, I think from your perspective, it makes sense to get the old cast, but maybe they're going to go a different way. I mean, to be honest, who knows? I'm not enough of a Galaxy Quest fan to really speak to this with any sort of passion. I'm more of a wait and see, and it could be interesting if they try to make a interesting comedy sci-fi show. It's been done, but mostly on Sci-Fi Network. Do we even have any idea where this is going to be?
No, it's an early stage. It just hired writers for a pilot or a pitch, I think.
So,
Dan?
This is weird because usually it's the other way around. Like you have a series and then you make the movie years later. Now you've got a movie and you're trying to make a series, and I remember liking the movie. I haven't seen it in, I don't know, 7 years. I don't know if it's going to have enough of a fan base to merit having a whole show. But if it's any good, I'll check it out. But
I mean, Galaxy Quest aside, we just live in this interesting era of TV. I mean, pretty soon we're going to have a show for every person. Like, we're getting so many shows that I can't imagine somebody can watch all of this stuff, but I'm loving it. It's awesome. Lastly on my list is Bebop and Rocksteady have been confirmed for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Shellshocked. I was hoping Mike would be here because he is our Turtles guy, but he is not. So, Dan, what are your thoughts on this news?
I like it. I mean, you're giving that to what, another Michael Bay franchise, pretty much. um, However, I feel it'll still be better than having, goofy snapping turtle and weird werewolf looking thing like like you had in the second movie. Yeah, that's great. I still haven't seen the first one,
And
so yeah, I'll probably check it out as a double feature at some point.
Oh,
and that, Dan, because you have not even seen any of the first one, is why it sounds like a good idea. Um, so I don't know. I tried to watch. Jason tried to sit down and rewatch the first one with me, um, and it was rough. He went in with low expectations, and then the second time when we tried to rewatch it with adult eyes, it just was not good. It was a rough watch. So maybe it'll get better. And I mean, I think what would be interesting from my perspective is just to see how they design the characters. If they do completely CG and see how good that looks or how awful it looks. Not that it really matters in this movie, because I really think it's going to be aimed at 7 and 8-year-olds, and it'll make the money that they need to make. And I think that's the appropriate audience for what it is. And honestly, when I go back and rewatch the old one, the first one you could maybe sit through as an adult with your kids. The other one's not so much.
But you've got the turtle rap, sir. I mean, come on.
I remember that being awesome, sir.
And then they go back in time. I mean, who doesn't like?
No, that one was awesome even as a kid. I mean, not awesome, awful, awful as a kid. Oh my God. Other than that, I'm done, Jason. I don't necessarily need to rant anymore on a movie that's not really aimed at me.
okay. So for the Ninja Turtles movie, I am going to slightly defend it for a second.
Oh, okay.
The look of the turtles was okay, but the one thing they did get good in this movie was the turtles' personalities. Like they did that so well. But that being said, there was a lot of stupid jokes. Like when Michelangelo saw April for the first time, he's like, "I could feel my shell getting harder." It's like, okay, let's do without that. So if you could focus more on the turtles, but get rid of those stupid jokes, you might have a movie that's at least watchable, and that's all you can expect. I mean, the Turtles, like Mike even admits, is a silly premise already, but you can make something good out of it. So, I mean, the comic books now, especially, are pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
But,
I mean, if they really wanted to, they could go back to the original comics, the Eastman Turtles comics. Those would be awesome movies, but they would not be aimed at kids.
well, the new comic books kind of tie the two together into one.
A little bit more middle of the ground.
Yeah. That's all I have. Video game news, Philip? Anything?
Yeah, so this has been an insanely quiet week. All I really have are a couple digital releases that are somewhat intriguing for PS4 folks, and maybe even PS3, honestly. Shovel Knight is finally coming to PlayStation. So that's definitely, I've played it on my 3DS. That's definitely worth a check out. If you don't have a Wii or Wii U or a 3DS, it's worthwhile on the PlayStation 4. At some point, it's supposed to come to the Xbox franchises as well. They haven't really released a date. And then Infinity Runner, which seems like a take on the Endless Runner that are on phones. Seems okay. I can't really sell on it. I can't really say anything bad on it because I haven't played it. But it looks like something you have to play to really enjoy. And then this week, for those of you excited for Halo 5 dropped a Locke trailer. So the other playable characters. So you got Master Chief and you've got Locke, which was, oh gosh, in that short-lived TV series that they released last year. It's basically Agent Locke that they explain there, the African-American character. He seems to have different power-ups, so that'll be kind of intriguing. It's not enough to really sell you on how the gameplay is going to go, but it's enough to intrigue you to say, I wonder what that's going to feel like in a controller in my hands. Other than that, I'm kind of excited for it, but we'll have to see. I mean, I don't really have much desire for Halo. It's been a little while since really like Halo 3 was the last one I really got into. But we'll have to see. Maybe Halo 5 will bring me back. Other than that, that's it, Jason.
Dan,
Unless
you got
have
anything to
anything
add
else.
to the video game news?
I got nothing really. Nothing I'm really interested about comes out until next month. So, yay.
I will drop this for everybody. Liam Hemsworth has already been confirmed for Independence Day 2. Jeff Goldblum was already confirmed for Independence Day 2. But there was 2 more confirmations over the last couple of weeks that I forgot to tell you about. 1, Judd Hirsch is returning as Jeff Goldblum's father. And 2, Bill Pullman is back. I am on board for this cheesy sci-fi movie now. I don't care that Will Smith is not coming back. He can go suck an egg. This is gonna be fun. That's all I got. That's it. Check us out on iTunes. Please subscribe. Leave a review. It only takes a few seconds and it helps us out tremendously. Don't mention the masturbation machine because they will block your comment. I have a friend who left a comment and he mentioned the masturbation machine that we always talk about with Chewbacca's dad in the room. And don't do that because they will not let it show. Please like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, send us a comment. We will write back. We love interacting. It's the whole reason we all decided to do this. Check out our website, 3geeks.ninja. Check out Max and Dan tomorrow night on Animaniacs. Check out Philip, Max, and Mike on Thursday for Sports Nerds. This weekend we are going to fit in an Avengers 1 review. I don't know when. Dan and I will get our Beyond review up. We have a Paul Blart 2 review just to give you kind of a preview of it. That movie sucks. And then check out our sponsor, GoGameIsland.com, for any gaming. They sell the pop figurines, bobbleheads. It's an awesome website. Check it out. Also, check out VGMX.com. They now employ me, Max, and Dan. So please, check them out. They got a lot of really cool stuff in both their shops if you're local on Schrock Road and Hard Road. I'm not as good at this as Max is. Max, buddy, we missed you. Check out our buddy Mike McG at youtube.com/Mike McG TV. My name is Jay, joined by Philip and Dan. Have a great night.